Hi guys, happy Wednesday. So I just wanted to go over chapter 7 with you so that you can take the little quiz that's in Google Classroom. So feel free to use your note guides and your book for the quiz. Chapter 7 is really short, so I just want to kind of go over it with you. I know you read it already and took notes, but I just want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what was going on in chapter 7. So section 1, which starts on page 234, was talking about the Maurya Empire, and that's where it talked about Chandragupta and also Ashoka. So starting with Chandragupta, he's a really important emperor because he goes in, conquers some places, and he unites much of India. So guys, it tells you in the beginning, if you look on the top of page 235 here, it tells you in the beginning that he relies on an older educated Brahmin named Kautilya to kind of help him with his strategy for becoming a fierce warrior. And so all of Kautilya's help helps him on the battlefield and helps him kind of gain control of all of these different parts of India. If we go to the next page, it's really talking about how he ruled. And so, guys, he has this huge empire here, as you can see on the top of page 236, right? He has this huge empire here. And so how is one person going to possibly keep control over all of that land in BC time when, there's no phones or other stuff going on? And so basically, guys, he hires people who he trusts to go out and control these smaller little provinces, and he sets up a bureaucracy. So a bureaucracy are different types of offices that carry out specific government rules and regulations. So this is what he's doing and separating all of his empire in order for it to run more efficiently. He sets up a tax system where he's collecting money from the farmers so he can pay his government workers. So guys, he's really successful, but with all this, he becomes a little paranoid, right? He doesn't trust anybody. He thinks somebody's trying to kill him. He is living in fear of his enemies. He has somebody test his food to make sure he's not being poisoned. He sleeps in different beds. He hires these women to become guards for him so nobody can come and kill him. So, with all his success, he has some issues, trust issues, with all of that. All right, so then next we're going to talk about Ashoka, right? So just in case you didn't know, I know lots of you picked up on this, but some of you didn't know that Ashoka was Chandragupta's grandson, okay? And so he is going to become ruler. The deal with him is that he is a fierce warrior, but after he sees all of the things that he's done in war, he remembers his Buddhist religions, and so he kind of turns towards them and totally changes his attitude. He becomes a very peaceful leader at the end and tries to rule in a way where he lets Buddhism kind of control things, right? He's willing to accept other people's beliefs and customs. He respects other people. He wants to make friends instead of enemies. And he builds on making relationships with other people. So that's pretty much chapter 7. Section 1. It's talking about those two different emperors. And then when you get to section 2, this is really talking about the Gupta Empire and all of their achievements. So guys, I really wanted you to focus on the achievements here. It talks about their culture and how their literature and their music and their dance and their architecture all kind of relates back to Hinduism. It's talking about new inventions that they're coming up with, right? So the number 0 is kind of initiated in this empire. The decimal system they're responsible for coming up with, um, different types of math and astronomy, and then we get into medicine where they're taking they're taking some plants and animal parts and minerals and making different types of medicine. And then they're also getting into metallurgy, which is extracting that metal from the ore. So the ore is the natural material that metal comes from. They learn how to extract it. And so all of that stuff can be attributed back to the Indian culture. And so, guys, even if you look over here, right, on page 246, the numbers we use today come from this empire. So, guys, hopefully with that kind of background, you should be able to answer the questions that are on that little quiz today that is your assignment for the day. If you need to go back in the book, be my guest. If you need to use your note guides, be my guest. I also put on there, if you want to know more about India, there's a website that you can go to, that Makomi website that we've been on before. But there's lots of cute little videos and things that you can watch in there if you're interested in learning more. And please don't forget to fill out your attendance. I'm missing you guys a lot, so but I am so happy with the work that you're doing. The projects were fabulous. If you didn't submit your video or your Google Slides yet, please do that. And hopefully we can set up a Google Meet, maybe tomorrow or Friday. And Friday I plan on doing current events, guys. So if you have any questions or you need me for anything, shoot me an email and I will talk to you tomorrow.